Thanks for joining us tonight. Just to start us off, your opening thoughts on the team's performance tonight.
Yeah, so first of all, I think credit to the players. I think we kept consistency, something that we wanted to see from the team. It's the third game in a row that we look good, we look strong, we defended well by trying to keep the line high, the block, middle block, and I think we got better the more the minutes pass in the game. At the beginning, they had a little bit more control of the ball, and we had to defend a little bit more. But then I thought that we start getting into the game, we start controlling a little bit more the ball. They had two good opportunities to post, but we created more. We had, I think more chances, better chances, and away from home in a difficult place is always good to see. I think everybody put the effort. I think defending, we look very strong. We didn't give much away. In attacking, we created those few opportunities that I think could give us a little bit more of a different result. But I think probably the point is just as well, and we'll have to continue to stay consistent because I think what I've seen so far from the team the past three games has been very, very strong in the constant. The continuity that I've seen from the players has been phenomenal.
Thank you, Gio. We'll start with questions. Ryan, go ahead.
Hey, Gio. As you mentioned, obviously consistency, particularly on the defensive side, the last three matches for the team. What are you noticing that is driving a lot of that success on the defense?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit more believing the things that we asking them to do. I think they're feeling more that they have support, and by that I think they feel more comfortable. I think the good thing I think has been the fact that the communication has improved. There's more talking on the field, and there's and I think also the team is fitter right now. I think the guys feel strong. And we saw that they put a very strong performance all the way through, all the way to the end. Towards the end, we saw what Asprilla was able to do. We had guys inside the box, and all around, I think it's just been the mentality and the details that has helped us to be able to be stronger defensively. Now, we continue to make sure that we can find more moments attacking wise, and hopefully we can capitalize a little bit more of those opportunities like we had today.
Right, and the other end of that coin, obviously, being wanting more on the attack. 2 goals in the last 6 games for the team. Where do you see those areas of improvement to maybe make up that gap?
Yeah, I think if we talk about Seattle, then we spoke about we had just maybe 2-3 moments that we could have done a little bit better. But we didn't create as much as we wanted. I think today was different. I think today we had real opportunities. We had, we had a pose. We had a second half, beginning of the half with Evander that I don't know how the goalkeeper saved it. We had 2 with Bolly. We had 2 with Asprilla. I think today we created the chances. Now we just have to put them away, and that is the next step. But I'm very content in what I saw from the team in regards to the opportunities, and now we have to make sure that we can capitalize on those opportunities.
Thank you. We'll go next to Sam Spiller.
Hey, Coach. Congrats on the point on the road. David Bingham was in here earlier. He talked specifically about how he felt the team did a good job of shutting down San Jose's wingers tonight. Was that kind of part of your defensive focus coming into it? And what else did you see from the back line that kind of helped attribute to, kind of keeping their offense kind of at bay tonight?
Yeah, we know that their strength is in the wide areas, with their wingers being very, very quick. They're very, very good in 1v1. And it was about, just making sure that we manage that we manage also, how they serve the balls into those spaces. We know that Jabo likes to drop, so we had to make sure that we close the spaces for him not to be able to be comfortable getting into those spaces. That way he can turn and then be dangerous. And I think in the second half we did even a better job. We did pretty good in the first half. In the second half, I think we denied many times, the opportunity for Jabo to be able to turn. And then I think we managed things really well. We tried to press them a little bit higher in the first half. Also, some moments I think we allowed them to be able to find those passes through lines, especially with number 30. That from that position he was managing a little bit the movement of the ball, getting wide areas. But in the second half, we denied that a little bit more. We were much better, and sometimes when they got into those areas, we kept them on one side. And I thought we did a very good job. So all around, I think a very good performance from the team.
Thanks. I just want to follow up. There was a moment in the first half, Diego Chara kind of went down. Looks like he had some pain. Maybe took a knock at his left leg. Any update you can share just on his injury status? He finished the game, obviously, but just kind of update on how he's doing.
Yeah, he seems to be fine. I mean, we'll see tomorrow. He has a little cut. The knee is swollen. But I don't think that is because of anything from the knee. I think it's more the cut and maybe the contusion than anything else. So we will evaluate tomorrow. But for what we believe at the moment, what they have seen is that it seems to be something that that it shouldn't be complicated. So we should be able to continue to have him working with us.
Thank you. We'll go next to Jeremy.
Hi, Coach. Frank Boley had a really impressive showing tonight, at least from my perspective. What was going through your head in the decision to sub him out around the 70th minute?
Yeah, I think first of all, I agree with you. I think Boley had a very good performance. I think he had some moments in which he showed what he's capable of. In the first half, he dribbled through basically their defense and almost scored a goal. He had other moments in which he looked very sharp. He looked very good, confident, and he linked up really well with the midfielders every time that we needed to find him. He was available. We have to make substitutions. We have to refresh the team. We have to make sure that we can get guys in the field that, especially in this game, that can continue to bring the energy. And that's why we made the decision. Even though he was playing a very good game, we felt at a particular moment that Santi and Boley, were two that we could, put and replace in regards to having other guys coming in and bringing just something fresh into the field. And I felt that also Seba was good because in his position, he became a threat to Bison, and we saw Bison staying a lot more in the defensive part, trying to manage Seba, the last few minutes in the game.
Thank you.
Yeah, my follow-up was also about Seba. I noticed once he came in, he seemed to stick more towards the wide areas rather than coming more into the middle. Is that something that we can see more in the future as he continues to find his place in the team now with Evander occupying the 10 role?
Yeah, it depends. I mean, today it worked really well because the way they were playing San Jose, they had a back four at the beginning that was very tall. A lot of them were center backs. So on the right side, they had Marie, that was more the attacking player. They tried to keep balance with Bison on the left side, which he's the one that stayed a little bit more. Occasionally he moved forward in the first half, but in the second half he was more of a stationary, fullback, and he wanted us to go press a little bit, higher to open our spacing behind, and we did a very good job to manage that situation. And when Seba came in, he just kept him, even more in that position. He found very good moments to keep possession, and he became a threat. And now the more comfortable Seba, keeps on feeling, I think the more we can see in those moments to create more 1v1 situations.
Thank you. We'll go next to Gustavo.
Coach, can you hear me?
Perfect.
Sure, thank you. Thank you for your time. Earlier today, Steve Cherondolo said that rules and regulations MLS has are holding somehow LAFC back. Given your importance to this league as a player and now as a head coach too, all the hype Inter Miami is causing with Lionel Messi, do you believe it's time for the league to actually loosen its rules and regulations, especially about the salary cap?
Yeah, I listen. I think that's a different conversation. I think that's a conversation that the league, has to, take. I think the more that you see players like Messi coming into this league, which is great that MLS has been able to capture such a prominent player, even though he's I think 35. He's still we saw what he was able to do in the World Cup. He's going to bring so much attention to this league, and we remember when Beckham was here, he was able to change some of the rules, but that's a decision that MLS has to make. And I think they've been pretty clever in the front office in the way they have managed the league in order to make sure that it grows to this point. I've been here since '96. I've seen the progress. I've seen all the decisions that the league has made, and I'm sure that they will continue to make the league better. And hopefully getting more of these type of players that I think are going to make MLS a better league.
Thank you.
All right, we'll wrap it there. Gio, thank you for the time and safe travels back.
Thank you.